Welcome back to the restaurant show. We're already cooking. We've got the heat going because Steve Dascom is here in the kitchen. We're talking about the egg and I, and if you haven't been, you're going to want to after this segment because we're going to talk about some tasty treats. Steve, what are we doing today?
Okay, well, I have a pork belly Benedict.
All right.
We make all this stuff right in the store. I mean, we cut up the pork bellies. They are, they get glazed in our oven. We put brown sugar and maple syrup on them. Yeah. Stick them in the oven for a little while.
Okay.
We make our cornbread.
Look at that cornbread too.
Unfortunately, my greens are melting in this studio
light.
Yeah,
I know, we're in the heat. The lights are upon us. But
we have a barbecue hollandaise.
Ooh, a barbecue hollandaise. This is a first for me, this whole thing. I know about eggs Benedict, you know, a breakfast woman, but pork belly Benedict, I have not ever heard of.
It's so good. We just started it yesterday. Word must be getting around. I ran out of these before lunch today.
So they must be good.
I had to re-prep an entire setup.
So yeah, so you guys are open until what time during the day?
2:30.
2:30. Mm-hmm. So you guys do obviously a big breakfast and a big lunch, and this one didn't even make it to lunch. So that's pretty good. Brand new. Okay, so this is the pork belly Benedict. So you make your cornbread fresh in-house, and now you're cooking it a second time? Or
we're getting it nice and warmed up and get a little sear on the bottom side there.
All right, I like your style. Okay.
And I poached my eggs. You might want to recall that we did that on a previous show, so I thought, well, I won't need to show you how to do that one again.
But did you know, in case you missed it, that you can poach an egg in the microwave?
Yes.
This man has taught me a lot of things, but that's one of my big takeaways. So that's exciting. And it looks beautiful. We'll show you in a minute. Talk to me about this hollandaise. Now, I'm used to a hollandaise sauce being like an orangish yellow, but there's an additional ingredient in there, right?
Well, this is just barbecue sauce.
Okay.
It's just a barbecue sauce. So whisk it in. Just a batch would be around a quart or so. It has maybe a cup tops of barbecue in it.
Okay, so just a little.
But you'll taste it. You will definitely taste it.
Well, barbecue's a strong flavor, but it makes perfect sense with the pork belly.
Well, here we go.
And again, look at how picture perfect that is.
Yes.
Even not in your own element, you're still a master of the griddle. Look at that, beauteous piece. I want to just dive into this cornbread, but I know there's more coming, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the pork belly. Oh, so good. You can't smell it at home, but it's maple glazed, and that's what's giving it such this awesome scent. Smells sweet, but just really good on top of that cornbread. Okay.
So now let's get these eggs.
Okay, so here we get our microwave poached eggs.
And like I said before, it's not really cheating. I can't do it in the restaurant because for production I would need to have like 20 microwaves.
Right, so we don't microwave the eggs
so
in the
it's not the
restaurant,
way we do it in the restaurant, but if we could, we would.
On the restaurant
now I had
show.
these sitting in this hot water too long, so
my
it
gosh,
looks
those
like
are
they got
slippery little devils.
a little harder than they were, but they were perfect.
Yes, they were. Okay, so now this is part of, is this a temporary menu? This is summer, right?
Yes, this is our summer, what is it, Taste of Summer is the thing.
This
one runs longer than most of them. This one's going to run till probably the middle to late August.
Oh, okay.
I forget the exact day, but it's going to be like 10 weeks.
So you better stock up on your pork belly Benedicts. It's kind of a tongue twister, by the way. But that's great. Okay, so a few other things on their summer menu. The kale and quinoa scramble. Which sounds great. I love avocado. There's avocado in this one, so that's a really good one. Light, fresh vinaigrette and herbs. A berry cheesecake stuffed French toast.
Yes, which I did last week.
Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, so really good stuff. And that one has a graham cracker, like powdered sugar crumbles on top. Also delicious.
Pardon my reach here.
And then the pork belly Benedict,
don't do that.
which I'm going to try for you in just a minute.
Perfect. It was almost like a demi-glace.
Oh, it can't all be perfect, Steve. This is the restaurant show. You have to make a mess. It's a rule. And then they've got some really good fresh juices. So a kale cooler, which I've had and is delicious. And now, is this the watermelon refresher here?
Yes, it is.
Oh
that is so full of good stuff. Watermelon, lime, organic ginger, agave juice, jalapeno.
Wow.
You probably caught that in the back of your throat as you were swallowing.
Yeah, you're
it.
right. Right as you were saying it, I got it. Really good, really
And then
good.
it's garnished with a couple of raspberries.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll tell you how this pork belly Benedict is. I don't know how to eat this. I'm a master of making a mess, but
Well,
I
this
guess
one
that's
is
okay.
unavoidable because cornbread, you know, it gets kind of crumbly, so
Right.
it's going to be a mess no matter what.
So just know at home that I'm going to make a mess and I'm okay with it. So again, this might not be a first date menu item,
Right?
but that's okay. Maybe it'll
I
be
don't
endearing.
know. Just because it's a mess, it is fantastic.
Oh my gosh, that's really good. You know, I would never think to put some of these ingredients together, like barbecue sauce, for example, and cornbread. But it's awesome. Like, it's really, really good. It's got just a little bit of sweet.
Well, the richness of the hollandaise helps to bring that all together.
Yes. So I guess we're done because I'm gonna just keep eating the rest of the segment. No, but anything else you want to share?
Oh,
you
you know
guys?
what? I didn't.
Oh, we need a little garnish. Thank you.
Sorry.
Anything else you want to share? These guys have a fabulous restaurant, locally owned. Steve is the owner.
Yep.
On the Beltline.
We are coming up on our 6th anniversary
Oh,
in
congrats.
September, actually.
That's wonderful. That's a huge milestone because a lot of restaurants in this area, and you know, sometimes you don't make it past a couple years. 6
No.
years, you're a staple in the community, so that's really wonderful. And it's because of all the great homemade, delicious foods you guys have.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So
You recall when I first started the restaurant show, this is my
this
third
is
season.
Third season.
I had just, with the restaurant, I didn't win anything, all I did was open a restaurant, but my staff and everybody got together and did such a great job. We won the IB Madison Magazine's Executive
Best
Choice for Breakfast.
Yep,
2
I
years in
remember.
a row. This is like our 3rd season with you. It's our
Yeah.
3rd try at that.
All right. Well, you're gonna get it. I have a feeling. So
It's things like this that do it, though.
it's all really good. You've got to try the pork belly Benedict over at the Egg and I off the Beltline. And hopefully you stick with us for more restaurant show. Well, you too, Steve. But
Yeah.
you at home, we'll be back in just a minute.